What's going on, guys? It is your boy Mark, the Unexpected. I'm about to bring you guys another unexpected banger. You already know. Now for today's video, I'm gonna be eating bizarre death row inmates' last meals.
Now let's just get right into the video. Vamos.
Alright, so Victor Fakir, he was the last person to be executed in the state of Iowa. He was charged with murder for abducting and killing a doctor.
For his bizarre last meal,
he requested a single olive. The background behind this was that he said if he swallowed the pit, that it would grow an olive tree inside of him, which ironically would symbolize peace. So, yeah,
Bruh.
Carla Faye Tucker, a born-again Christian married to a minister. She was charged with 2 counts of murder
after killing 2 men
with a pickaxe. Her last meal was a salad, a banana, and a peach.
Huh?
David Edwin Mason, he was charged with 4 counts of murder after robbing, beating, and strangling 4 elderly people. He also later killed a prisoner while awaiting his death sentence.
His last meal request
was simply a glass of ice water. That's fucking bizarre. Timothy McVeigh, the infamous Oklahoma City bomber. He was charged with 168 counts of murder after bombing a federal building because of his hatred towards the government. His last meal was 2 pints of mint chocolate chip ice cream. Dude, that is so sickening. You eat something sweet after you murder someone, that chocolate chip in there. At least my breath is gonna be minty fresh. Alright, Ted Bundy. He was responsible for the rape and murders of at least 30 women between 1971 and 1974. Some even say that that victim count is actually above 100. Fucking hell. Ted Bundy is perhaps one of the most notorious serial killers in history.
Before his execution in 1989,
he was offered a special meal and he respectfully declined. And he was offered a feast. He was offered a steak medium rare, egg over easy, hash brown, toast, milk, coffee, juice, butter, and jelly. And he did not eat it. Fucking hell. You murder that many women, you don't deserve to eat. Angel Nivas Diaz. He was put to death in Florida by lethal injection at the age of 55. He was sentenced to death for murder, kidnapping, and armed robbery. He declined having a last meal.
Fucking hell, when you're charged with murder,
kidnapping, and armed robbery, you don't deserve to be eating. Alright, so Troy Davis. So September 21st, 2011, he was convicted of and executed for the August 19, 1989
murder of police officer Mark
McPhail in Savannah, Georgia. McPhail
was working as a security guard at a Burger King
restaurant and was intervening to defend a man being assaulted by Davis in a nearby parking lot when he was murdered. Although the murder weapon was not recovered, ballistic evidence presented at trial linked bullets recovered at or near the scene to those at another shooting of which Davis was also charged.
He was convicted of murder and various lesser charges, including the earlier shooting,
and was sentenced to death in August 1991.
In the most ominous last meal request,
Davis refused a special meal and simply said, and I quote, "This meal will not be my last." How disturbing is that? Alright, so Joseph Wood R. He was in a rather hit or miss relationship with Debbie Dent for about 5 years, and it was filled with many breakups and several domestic violence incidents. Debbie was working at a local auto shop owned by her family,
and on August 7th, 1989,
Wood walked into the shop and shot Jen Dent, age 55, in the chest with a .38 caliber revolver, killing him on sight. Wood ended up finding what he was looking for. He approached his ex-girlfriend Debbie, got her in some type of hold, shot her once in the abdomen and once in the chest, killing her. He then fled the building,
where he was approached by 2 officers.
He put the weapon on the ground and then slowly he picked it back up,
pointed it at the officers, where the officers shot him several times, where he was then transported to a local hospital where he underwent extensive surgery.
Fucking hell, that is gruesome. His last meal that he requested was 2 cookies. Again, what is with serial killers' last meal being sweets? Alright, so Odell Barnes. He was convicted of the 1889 murder of a nurse. For his last meal request, it was rather interesting and odd at the same time. He requested justice, equality, and world peace.
So what was interesting enough,
They tried to incorporate that into a recipe, an actual recipe that you can eat.
what they created was
A bread and lemon, olive oil infused butter. Fucking hell. And this one is just odd. You murder someone, but then again, you want justice,
you want equality and you want world peace. So you want peace.
but you murder someone. Bro, James Edward Smith was an American murderer who was executed for capital murder in Texas. Smith fatally shot insurance executive Larry D. Ruiz during a robbery inside a second-floor cashier's office near the Astrodome on March 7th, 1983. Now, his case did garner attention due to his unusual last meal request, a lump of dirt. Yes, you heard that right, a lump of dirt. His last meal request was a fucking lump of dirt. They ended up going against this decision. For obvious reasons, he ended up not getting the lump of dirt, but he did end up with a yogurt cup. You're only gonna be executed, you're gonna be buried, but your last meal request was a lump of dirt. Fucking hell.
But at least he ended up with a cup of yogurt.
Alright, Dilbert Teague Jr. He is by far the most interesting and whipped inmate that we have talked about today. Alright, so check this out. Teague was described by his prosecutors as a one-man slaughterhouse.
Because of his unparalleled violence towards his victims.
For his last meal, he initially refused it, check this out, until his mom came and yelled at him. Talk about whipped! Which then led to him begrudgingly requesting a cheeseburger.
So he was badass.
At murdering people, but then at requesting a meal, he had to have his mom come and yell at him. Fucking hell. Well, I guess it's true what they always say. Once whipped, always whipped. This cheeseburger, it's different. It's different. It's just different. Alright guys, so that is gonna wrap it up for... Alright guys, so that is going to close out today's video. If you guys enjoy these types of videos where I eat deceased people's last meals, like inmates and famous people, and you guys want to see a part 2, let me know in the comment section down below and show some love. Guys, at the end of the day, there's no I in this. There's no I in this channel. There's no I in this journey. It's about we. It's about us. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like and comment down below what you guys want to see next. Other than that, guys, it has been your boy, Mark the Unexpected. Always expect the unexpected. Till the next banger, guys. Peace.